This morning, Democrat-run sanctuary cities rocked by the growing migrant surge. This video from Boston's Logan Airport showing dozens of illegal immigrants camped out with small kids. It's just like the scenes at Chicago O'Hare Airport, where another 200 migrants were camped out last month with nowhere else to go. Our next guest calls it inhumane and says the Biden administration is doing nothing to fix it. Boston resident and law student Jill Jacobson has been kind enough to join us this morning. Jill, you know, not every city is a sanctuary city, so they don't have these migrants there. Can you explain to our audience what life is like and how you've been impacted by this?
Good morning. Thanks for having me. Yeah, that's an interesting point. Not every state is obligated to undertake what Boston and Massachusetts have committed to do, because Boston's actually the only Massachusetts is the only state in the country that has the right to shelter law. So there is a legal obligation to provide housing for these individuals, but Boston already is amidst a huge housing crisis with its lifelong residents. We have a very tight housing market here. So we're legally obligated to provide housing that unfortunately we just don't have.
Yeah, so I guess that begs the question, Jill. What about we got high inflation, we got people that are living paycheck to paycheck, and we have a lot of folks that aren't making ends meet. If they're taking care of all these migrants, are they able to take care of the average day citizens that are struggling?
Yeah, it's certainly put huge pressure on our administration, on taxpayers. It's projected to cost almost $1 billion to handle the migrant crisis. The average price of a one-bedroom in Boston, Massachusetts has exceeded $3,000, and that's for lifelong residents, which is why we're seeing all of our shelters at max capacity, and unfortunately, incoming migrants being forced to sleep at places like Logan Airport.
Jill, I know in politics it's hard to decipher who's responsible, but who do you think residents and residents like yourself blame for this crisis?
Yeah, I think sometimes in politics it's difficult to discern who's responsible, but it is surely not in this situation. Yeah. This is a federal government created problem, right? The governor of Massachusetts, the mayor of Boston, they are not down at the southern border. This is the Biden administration's making, and unfortunately, it's been put on state and city governments to solve, despite the fact that it was created by the federal government. I know Governor Healy has reached out to the Biden administration multiple times asking for assistance, and her requests have largely fallen on deaf ears, unfortunately.
Jill, if you had the opportunity, I guess, to talk to the president or someone within the administration, because they think that this, allowing people to come, this is just compassion. So what would you tell them to counter that? Yeah,
I would say, you know, to me, it is morally hazardous to call this sort of behavior compassionate, because you convince yourself that an open borders immigration policy, for example, is compassionate because everyone deserves the American dream, for example. And, you know, we live in a great country. I would hope that everyone gets the opportunity to contribute to it and be here. It's a great place. But the problem is when they arrive here, they're not getting the American dream. We do not have the administrative capacity to process work permits. We don't have housing. They end up in really horrible conditions, like sleeping in Logan Airport without showers or food. And it's really, really cold in Boston. Yeah. And they don't have anywhere to go largely. So I would say, you know, let's get honest. This is not compassionate. And let's be really realistic about the capacity that we have and the opportunities that we can provide and the opportunities that unfortunately we cannot provide right now.
It's such a valid point. You invited people to come to the country illegally. You have no place for them. They're freezing in the cold. You got people that are drowning every single day in the Rio Grande trying to come across the border. That's not compassionate. Jill, thanks so much.
And I do want to be clear, it is an invitation. Yeah. I mean, the Biden administration has said, come on in, and these people largely view it as that, which I think is a really important and concerning part of the equation.
Such a critical point. Jill, thanks so much for joining the program.
Thanks for having me.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.